Last week, I remember doors were broke. 2 of the doors were broken. I remember that was very funny. Very inconveniencing.
Are we starting a podcast?
Yes.
No.
Welcome back to the Broken Doors podcast.
Did you like my title,
I did. Title was pretty good.
Alex? Did you see it?
I forget what it was.
Yeah.
The broken door policy instead of open door policy.
Nice.
But in seriousness, we did walk into the third door that decided to open, and there's a bad lady in there.
You also forgot one thing. We did kill someone.
Well, then say it.
We murdered an undead soldier man, and he was in a ship at one point, and then he wasn't.
He was hanging from the crane. Unceremonious death. Also, I love how the person we're fighting right now was just like, "Hey, I have we can work together after I kill you." Like, ugh.
I mean, that's their whole thing is they kill you and then bring you back.
I know.
Yeah.
You'd think it'd be easier for us to infiltrate other places if we're alive, because they can go, "Oh, you're undead. You're part of the corpse fleet."
We did this last week. Let's go ahead and get that C-fact.
Well, was that everything?
That was everything, pretty much.
No, we ended with something like a grenade going off, right?
Well, why don't you tell us about that then?
Hey, we ended with is it a sticky bomb grenade? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it already went off, and
Yeah.
you're sticky.
Well, we're all kind of sticky except for Sev, but Rats and I are struggling to get out of it. Yep, we are.
Yeah, I'm
I
hanging
did
out
not
over here.
struggle. Thank you very much.
Well,
And for the last bit of info from last week, the one door that wasn't broken so far, there was a dead lady that shot me in the chest twice. So
Yes, she can shoot you in the chest.
maybe
Oh.
3 times. I don't.
She shot me once.
Yeah.
and we postponed doing this last time, but this time, I suppose after this C-fact, we're going to talk about our level ups.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's level it up.
Yes. Okay. Today's
Yes!
Today's C word is car.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys know
I
that
drive those.
the first production automobile and the 25 production version units of the motor car were sold between 1886 and 1893. So cars are
Yes.
old as shit.
I did
Yeah.
not know that.
I knew it was late 1800s.
Yeah, I didn't know the exact, but yeah.
Wasn't it in Ohio?
No.
The model.
Do you have that
The
information?
patent was filed in the Imperial Patent Office in Berlin.
Oh. I'm way off then.
Yarp.
Just because we have a lot of German heritage and stuff in Ohio doesn't mean everything.
That's not why I said that.
Well, the world's first
You're thinking of
car
planes,
only.
by the way.
Shut up. The world's first car only had 3 wheels, because the
What?
creator was dissatisfied with the steering systems that were available for 4-wheel cars in
That thing-
1886.
That thing must have flipped or tipped over so many times.
Flipped
Yeah, it was-
because they were taking it on sweet jumps.
Was the
Hell
wheel
yeah.
the single wheel in the front or the back?
It was in the front.
Yeah.
And
It's
you didn't
problematic.
start this car with a key. You started it by manually spinning a large flywheel. So you just started cranking a giant wheel to get your car going.
So when you robbed the bank, you had to run out and spin the flywheel.
You had someone waiting out there with their hands on the ready, getting ready to start cranking
Yeah.
as soon as you come running out of the.
Thing only gets 1 mile to the gallon. We gotta turn it off when we rob the bank.
A mile a gallon is very ambitious for back then.
Was there ever a car that was actually like the Flintstones car in real life, where you just had to kick your feet to get it going?
Yeah.
Do you know what was there?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
It was made out of rocks and extremely heavy.
Well, I wasn't actually thinking that was accurate.
A little pedal car like that when I was little.
Yeah, the pedal ones work,
That's
but
true.
not actually. That seems
I don't think you could get enough.
You would go faster running
Yeah, I
or
don't think
walking.
you could get enough like energy behind you running across the ground.
Not if you're going down a hill.
Okay, that
Good
only
luck
gets
stopping.
you so far, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Dig your heels into the ground, dude.
Okay, I got a pitch for a new TV show. It's the Flintstones car, but with the technology from Kit from Knight Rider.
Nice.
Perfect. All right.
2 super old shows that'll definitely resonate with younger audiences today.
I think so. I think it'll strike a chord in the hearts
Talking
of the people.
Talking rock cars, maybe.
Yeah.
We should list like here's the references you need to know for this episode, so that way people have time to watch or read or listen to whatever we're talking about.
That you should do.
What?
Is talk about your level ups.
Oh shit!
Damn, look at that segue, guy.
Because I mean, you teased it earlier, then we started talking about Kit.
That's true.
So
That's just because he's so freaking cool.
I mean, he's cool. Don't get me wrong, he's awesome. But
Well, I'll get you wrong,
we have a show, so level ups, ladies and gentlemen.
ladies
right.
and germs.
Should it be the birthday boy that goes first or the
No, he goes
belated
last.
birthday boy?
You go first, Des.
Ah,
Des,
damn
go.
it. Okay. Hey, I'm level 11.
Good
What?
job.
I got an extra level 1 spell, which I just got Disguise Self. I don't know if it'll ever come in handy, but
Oh, you can make
There's
yourself
that.
look like undead.
Yeah, you could.
well, that's what I was thinking, but I was like, I probably won't successfully do it. But and then another level 4 spell, which I got Cosmic Eddy. We did. Yep.
We've used that before, right?
Is that like
So I
cosmic
feel like we've
brownies?
Well, we came across it.
Yes.
I don't think anyone in the party used it.
Eddie.
Yeah, it was that guy when we were going to the control center the first time.
Oh right, yep. That's Sheeran.
Yeah. He cast Cosmic Eddy on us.
On himself.
On himself, yeah.
Besides your normal ability scores, I did get another feat, which I just took and improved initiative because my initiative sucks. And that's it for me.
Oh, you got one more thing. Hold on.
I knew as soon as you grabbed your book, I was like, "What's she gonna miss?"
Where's it at?
What does Cosmic Eddy do again? I
Oh,
don't
here.
remember.
You got telepathic bond too.
Oh, I thought I already had that, but okay. Yeah, sure.
Unless you took an archetype, it should be at level 11.
Well, let's talk about telepathic bond. I can form a telepathic link with up to 6 other willing creatures, allowing me to communicate at great distances. The duration is permanent. That's pretty fun. And yeah.
Oh. That's actually pretty cool.
The fact that it's
Yeah.
permanent.
I didn't realize that it was permanent. That's awesome.
But can we communicate back with you?
It would be pretty bad if it wasn't permanent.
Oh,
Yeah, here's your level 11 ability. You can talk with your friends and their brains.
Wait, so
For
there's
like
a
10
wording
minutes.
in here. There's a weird wording in here.
Yeah.
It says this functions as telepathic bond.
Oh,
like-
well, yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it is.
that's what the word says. Whatever.
Would you guys be able to talk back to me?
I'd
Yeah.
have to look up.
It
I
says
think
the
telepathy
creatures.
you can. I think you can send
Yeah, but you can-
short messages back.
Yeah, but like you could talk like in full sentences.
Yeah, you can talk in
but
full sentences, and we would only be able to do like
it's like
bursts.
Yeah.
If I can look it up.
Okay, it does say, regardless of language, we can communicate through the bond.
yeah, but
That's kind of fun.
what did you type?
Oh,
I typed telepathic bong.
We're getting high out of this world.
it'd be ridiculous. We all just token
Never have
up
to worry
from
about
different-
losing it. You just leave it at home and
You can smoke through your
This is
mind.
Pathfinder. What are you doing?
You're just talking to somebody and you're like, hold on a second.
You're like, what are you doing? And the smoke comes out of your mouth. Like, how did you do that?
It's my telepathic bong. You want to
It's
hit?
pretty. You want to hit? Oh wait, you can't. You're not bonded to it, you idiot.
Oh, nice.
Bonded to it.
Bonded to it.
Although it doesn't work for like multiple planes, it does work over any distance. So that's cool.
It says the creatures can communicate telepathically through the bond regardless of language. So I assume that means both ways.
Yeah.
Well, though it was the other thing that Kima had that could only...
Yeah.
That was the racial trait.
It's a level 0 spell. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because Lashuntas have that.
Telepathic message?
This is really weird. It says, like, at the very end of it, if desired, you can leave yourself out of the bond forged.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So I could just be like, hey, you three, you can have this
you
bond.
guys can talk to each other. I'll stay back.
Yeah. I guess it's like little voice chat channels.
Yeah, we have our general chat, then we have raid chat.
Yeah. All right, that's it for me. So who's next?
All right, from my level up, I got a gear boost and an ability called Soldier's Onslaught. Let's see. Soldier's Onslaught. When you make a full attack, you can make up to 3 attacks instead of 2. Instead of a -4 penalty, you take a -6. So, yeah, that's cool. I have 3 chances at rolling in a natural 1. We also got. I think everyone gets a feat, if I recall correctly, at this level. So, because my gear boost is associated with my feat that I took, which I took is called Adaptive Fighting. It says you can adjust your fighting style to match specific conditions during combat. I selected 3 combat feats, and then as a move action, I can gain the benefits for that feat for a minute. So my 3 feats that I chose was Blind Fight, Cleave, and Lunge. And then the gear boost that I took is called Soldier's Adaptability, which says you can use the adaptive fighting feat multiple times per day. Normally it's once per day. Each time per day you use after the first, you must spend a resolve point, which I don't really have anything that I use resolve points for except for not dying, so I usually have a lot at the end of the day.
That was like a humble brag. Did you hear that? Like,
we all have like the most similar... You guys... It's not a humble brag at all. What are you talking about?
You're like, I just really use it.
I got a lot of resolve at the end of the day.
Well, he doesn't have a lot of abilities that use
I don't have any
resolve.
abilities that use resolve. Like, I have like 1.
Starship combat we have some, but I don't think
True.
in, like,
I don't think we're going to be doing Starship combat anytime soon.
What do you think?
Surprise start. We kind of just did half of one.
A starship flies into the Empire of Bones and fights you.
Ah, damn.
Oh
no. I think that's all I got. That sounds right.
Nice.
If I find anything else, I'll let you know.
All right, birthday boy.
Right. Birthday boy.
I also got a feat because everybody gets one. I took Focused Spellcaster.
Ooh.
This says the benefit is if your spell would fail as a result of you taking damage from either a successful attack or from an effect that you failed a saving throw against during the casting of the spell. As a reaction, you can spend a resolve point to prevent the spell from failing.
Oh. That's nice.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
And, usually Rats has a lot of resolve at the end of the day, too. So, that works.
Is that a humble brag?
I was just trying to rub it in his face.
I didn't make it. And then I got some more spells, which I'll save for when I cast them, because that's fun. And I got a new magic hack, which I'm probably going to use soon, so you'll see it.
We're going to see it in action?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
All right, let's get into the action.
Yes. We are in the middle of combat right now.
Let's see, so she just finished her turn, and it's now Seb's turn. From the back of the room, see everybody covered in this sticky substance that was just like, it like splashed at your feet but didn't hit you.
All right. Well, Sev, seeing as it looks like she's trying to make a run for the door, or trying to get away, he's gonna He's gonna move 30 feet to get in front of the door. As he's doing that, swift action, make his hand cannon go away, and part of his move action, he's gonna draw out his minor disruption rifle and take a shot that way. Make her bones rattle with sound.
Shake.
Hopefully.
Muffled sound.
That's a 24 EAC.
That's a hit.
Damn, I'm good.
That's a peepo.
25 damage.
What'd you say?
Sonic damage.
What sonic damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so he he sees like the grenade go off and he kind of covers his face, try to not get sticky stuff on him. But seeing as he was just like outside the range, he like sees her kind of move back, so he's like, not on my watch, and he again just makes his hand cannon go away, pulls the rifle from his back, and he like stops in front of the door and kind of props up against the door frame to steady himself.
And she says, "You are an excellent tactician."
Hey, I made it this far, so I mean, hey.
Rats covered in this stick.
I'm so sticky and I don't like it. Rat starts like pulling against it. He just can't get out of this fucking goo. It's covered in goo. It's stuck in his hair. Bad situation.
Hate when that happens.
So he keeps pulling, struggling. Like strength is not Rat's strength. So then you guys see like, I guess almost like nanites like raising off of his body, and then they start to compress Rat's body until he just winks out of existence.
What?
And reappears directly behind this undead lady.
Whoa.
I'm using my new magical hack.
Wow, you were not wrong
Yeah.
when you said.
Yeah. It was like, cool, this is going to be awesome. I get to use this thing. And then Chris was like, I end the episode. This is a magical hack called Flash Teleport. And as a move action, you can spend 1 resolve point to teleport up to 30 feet.
Jeez.
You have to have line of sight on your destination. The movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
All right.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That was your move action, huh?
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and hit her with my gun.
Is this with the bayonet?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna fight? Okay.
You just pistol whip her.
Actually, she is wielding 2 guns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe I do just shoot her because she has DR against my attacks with the knife.
Decisions.
Roll mysticism.
No, I don't want to.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot her. Does she have some kind of weird attack of opportunity thing that she does, Chris?
Nope. You go ahead and take that attack.
Okay. That's a 29 against EAC.
You got it.
Cool. I will shoot her with my Hailstorm Class 0 pistol. So just a burst of cold hits her. And she takes 13 cold damage.
Team cold damage. She is rattled and brittled, and she turns to you and she says, "Your magic abilities will benefit the corpse fleet greatly." Razel.
I take a guarded step. I also regenerate some of my shield. Oh, I should probably mark that down that I used 2 charges. And then I'm going to attack with the claw. Come on, natural 20. It's not a natural 20, but that is a 13, which is a 30 against KAC.
That's a hit.
Hell yes. That is 29
Jeez.
against Kate, 29 slashing damage.
29 slashing. All right, so you slash her right across her like chest down to her leg, and you take like a good gouge out of her like uniform. You've got like the cloth like still in your razor sharp fingers.
We have sound effects you don't have to do.
And it is Raquel. You see, you've got the stuff all over you. You're covered. Rats teleported. Razel's standing right in front of you. What do you do from beside this platform?
Yeah, from where I am, I'm just covered in this stuff, and out of the corner of my eye as I'm struggling, I just see Rats disappear. Like, I don't feel like I have any clear view on where he went, so for all I know, like, this thing's gonna make me end up somewhere else too. So, Raquel has like a moment of panic and really starts to try and struggle to get out of this thing. So I know it's a strength. Is it like an athletics, or what is it specifically that I have to roll?
I believe, here, I got it right here. It is an acrobatics check or strength check.
Oh, well, okay. They're both not great, so we'll see how this goes. That is a total of 9 to try and pull myself out of this.
Yeah, that's going to be a fail.
Okay, yeah, I feel like just the panic, like, washed over her. She can't, like, she doesn't have the momentum to try and get out of this yet.
Okay, so that was your move action. You still have a standard.
Could I just try it again, like, as a double move? Or
I don't
does
see
that
why not. It just says an entangled creature can attempt this check as a move action.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again, and that is an 18 on the die for a total of 23.
Okay, so you did it.
All right.
You've wrestled
You did
free.
All right. Yeah, I feel like she is able to kind of collect herself and then get that adrenaline pumping to finally break free.
Okay, so you're kind of like, I don't know, like flipping around, twisting, turning, managed to get this substance off of you. I think I would picture it's kind of like a silly string type thing.
Oh, yeah.
So you're kind of pulling the strands off of you. You get out of this. It is now round 4, and it's the undead creature's turn. She's looking pretty bad, but there's just a fire in her eyes. It's almost like that blue just grows more intense, and she says, "I may fall, but there will be more to take you into the corpse fleets and greaten this magnificent organization. You will be swallowed whole by it and conquer the packed worlds." And she lets out this guttural laugh as she is going to, let's see who she can fire at. I'm going to have her either fire at Rats or Sev. I'm going to roll a d4 here. Odd is Sev, even is Rats. It is 2, so it's against Rats. She's going to point this revolver-looking weapon at you. You're going to see, this is as a swift action, like this ghostly essence begins to appear around it again. She's using an ability known as Stranger's Shot. So essentially, she's going to get a little extra damage on this, and she also, let me find it in here just to make sure I get this right. As long as a pale stranger is using a small arm, they can make ranged attacks without provoking attacks of opportunity and without consuming ammunition.
What?
So she's going to do that, and she's going to fire at Rats. That's going to be my range. That's going to be a 31 KAC.
Yep, that's a hit.
That is 23 points of piercing damage. And then, see, I think that's all she can do. Swift.
The fact that doesn't use any ammunition is crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And she can actually choose what type of damage it does between like a set of 3 options.
Oh, nice.
So Rats just gets shot by a ghost bullet.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of staggers back a little bit.
I think she's going to guarded step over to the wall here, just north of Rats.
You know what I'm doing, right?
I know what you're doing, but there's no reason
step.
she wouldn't move. So.
Yep. I got to step towards her. Actually, I can move 10 feet with this ability. So I'm going to flank with rats and try and get this this step up and strike off. And I'll probably roll a 6. Natural 20.
Oh, wow.
Yes. That is finally, it finally works.
So you very cautiously step up 10 feet and then critically punch her in the face.
Shit out of her.
That's a 37. Does that confirm, Chris?
That confirms. Somehow. Somewhere.
Somehow.
Can I get... Oh, fuck. How do I do this? Hold on. 1 second. I gotta find this ability. Oh, it might be a fortitude save, actually. So it doesn't matter. Oh, no. It's a... Okay. So I have the wound gear boost for my claws.
You're gonna kill
So
her.
I gotta roll a...
Yeah, you're gonna kill
You're gonna kill her. There's no reason to do this stuff.
Oh.
That was like
Let
the
me,
set. I mean,
let me add 10 minutes to do a thing that doesn't matter at all. Like, that's,
But I wanna... I'm still gonna roll it. Shut up.
oh, her brain doesn't work anymore.
Didn't
yeah,
work
she's
before.
dead.
Damn It does not. Yeah. If she were alive, she would be bleeding right now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll some damage.
crit. It's over on the right.
That is 62
It's a
damage.
lot of damage.
Yeah, she had 10 hit points left.
How do you do it, Kevin?
So I see her step away from me, and I'm like, "Oh, you get back here!" And then I make sure to flank. Oh, I've been a 39 to hit, by the way.
Another case where flanking doesn't matter.
And then as he gets into position, I feel like she would be like, see that I'm moving along with her, and turns around, and then I just slap her across the face with the claws, and it like rips her face off.
Take that,
her
John
head
Travolta.
spins around 3 times.
Yeah, her head spins around like 4 times.
Oh, Ford.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
like instantly you hear the muffled clattering of her guns hitting the deck plating, and she just falls over, slumped against the wall, and you see the blue glow in her eyes fade.
All right. Well, she's dead again.
Razel,
He
was
laughs
that
at himself.
is that a
Is that a
joke?
joke?
No, shut up.
Did you just make a
Cat.
joke?
I think he made a joke. Well, I didn't think he was capable of making jokes.
I make jokes all the time. They're just really bad
Oh.
Vesk ones.
I feel like-
that you guys don't understand.
Oh, okay. Nice. I feel like from where Raquel is, she's still like, she just broke out of this thing, so her adrenaline's still pumping. She's like frantically looking for rats, and then finally sees him, and she's like, thank goodness. I thought, I didn't know what happened to you.
You can just
I'd
see all
say-
these little like nanites like just kind of hovering above his body.
Well,
That was a pretty cool trick you did there.
Yeah, where'd you learn to do that?
It's not. It's hard to explain when, with like, he looks down at his hands with these powers.
Oh,
It's
God.
not really a learn to do. It's more of a feeling. Does that make sense?
I don't know, it seems like more than
Yeah.
a feeling.
it feels like you leveled up. Anyway. All right.
I felt like I did 1 more damage than I did before.
It looked like you did a lot more than one more.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds like a lot more than one. That seems like potentially double the amount.
Yeah. The head is now like, it's on by a thread. Her head, as it's like slumped against the wall.
I'd say I try to listen to hear if we hear anybody running down towards this hallway, but we can't really hear anything.
We could, maybe.
I don't think
Are these weapons able to be used, Chris?
You believe so?
Do you have a ghost in your body?
I have so many ghosts.
I mean, if you examine them, they seem like just like a revolver.
Oh, but she gives it its ability, like the abilities that she was using.
Yeah, you would assume so. I
Okay.
mean, you haven't really like examined them, but
I pick one up and toss one to rats to examine.
Well, actually, I have a thing I wanted to do before we get into just going through loot.
Okay.
So you see this. Like I said, you guys see these nanites just hovering above rats, and like after we kill this lady, they start to like extend forward, like they're almost pulling rats towards him,
What?
towards the undead. Rats starts doing these you can tell he's like trying to figure out like the like ritualistic like hand motions that he needs to do, but he's going to cast a 4th level spell.
Oh
Okay.
And as he's doing so, he's like, I don't know what this is exactly, but ever since Eox, I've had a weird connection to undead creatures. I mean, you guys have seen that I can control them. And then this flash of light goes off, and I cast Animate Dead.
oh,
Oh wow.
This spell turns corpses into undead creatures that obey your spoken commands.
Oh my god.
The undead can be made to follow, or they can be made to remain in place and attack any creature, or any specific kind of creature entering the area. They remain animated until destroyed. The undead creature can't be animated again. A destroyed undead can't be animated again.
So wait,
You,
real quick. Does this
Yeah.
mean that like if like we could just have her as like an extra party member like for
Yes.
the long haul?
yes.
Jesus.
so you're able to cast this on her one time, but then if she were to die again, then you can't cast it again.
Right.
What? All right, Chris, get ready to run another NPC.
Yep.
I don't think she would really have her personality anymore because it's
That
not,
makes sense to
Yeah.
me.
She's basically a walking corpse.
She's an
at this point.
automaton that you can.
Yeah, she takes commands,
Okay.
Yeah.
and that's about it.
So that makes
she
it a
can make
little easier on you, Chris.
Thank you. I mean, I always love to roleplay, but fighting against myself is tough.
You did say it was a complicated character, though, so good luck doing that again in more combat.
Yeah. No, I got good practice on this first round. So,
Does it require a roll, or is it just happens?
No roll.
Jesus.
so she's at 0 hit
That's-
points now. Do you have to heal her back up, or does she get some from that? Like, how does that work?
I'm not exactly 100% sure how this all works, but it seems pretty cool. She no longer is the creature that she was, basically. She is an undead. You can create one or more undead creatures with a total CR of no more than half your caster level. You can only create one type of undead with each casting of the spell. Creating undead requires a bunch of credits.
So you wouldn't be able to do a CR. You would only be able to animate CR5.
I can only create an undead creature of CR5.
Oh, so
I'm not reanimating her as a creature.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm creating a creature out of her corpse that is CR5.
Oh,
Okay. That's
pretty
so she would turn into a CR. What if she was higher?
Yeah.
She would turn into a CR5.
Yeah.
So does she have like her normal abilities then?
I would guess no.
Yeah, I think she's basically a new creature. It's just the creature is using her body.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Okay.
The undead you create remain under your control indefinitely, no matter how many times you use this spell. However, you can only control a number of undead whose total CR is no greater than your caster level. If you exceed this number, all newly created creatures under your control are released.
So you could have two basically under your control before one gets released, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty dope.
Pretty cool. I will work on changing her into a CR5 creature.
Okay.
Well, it would just be like a zombie.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, does she still wield the guns that she has, or does she just do slam attacks?
I don't see why not.
All right, well, let me know. We can figure that out later.
So yeah, basically Rats just reanimates this lady and she stands back up, but like that.
Oh,
Like,
not again.
Oh,
no, Razel.
What?
Yeah, like
What?
Seb immediately pulls his gun back up, like, what the hell are you doing?
What the fuck is happening?
It's. I don't know how to describe it, but I have control over this thing.
Okay.
Here, do a little dance for us.
She starts dancing.
Razel starts dancing. Why am I dancing? Why?
Oh,
She
it's
starts doing the
funny, and
Macarena.
She did it. And then we have a little dance break for a couple minutes.
Right. All right. Yeah, I feel like Raquel's like on edge right now. But she trusts that Rats knows what he's doing, so she might seem a little tense, but she's not going to take any kind of action towards this creature.
If like Gratz says it's okay, then he hasn't steered Sev wrong yet. Hasn't given him reason to not trust his word. I think he thinks it's kind of odd.
Yeah.
Little, like damn.
Don't you guys think it's ironic that she was saying she was gonna turn us into
Oh, yeah.
part of her army, and instead we turned her into part of our army?
Oh, the irony is not lost. This is kind of a little messed up,
Yeah.
Like at this point, how are we different than them?
Oh, we're
Well-
still breathing.
And I would.
Well, I meant like we're like conscribing corpses into our ranks.
Sev, I understand where you're coming from, but I would like to think that we have some sort of humanity, if that's a word in this universe, if you will.
No, it's only for humans.
Okay. Some sort of morals that are better accepted than the corpse fleet.
I hope so. You'd think we would, right?
We are trying to save the world, right?
Hey,
Not just
Sev,
the world.
we're 4 people against a literal army. I think we got to take any advantage we can get. And he's saying that while he's like making this undead thing, like do like the like touch your nose,
That's like a
the
field sobriety test?
like off of the corner.
I need you to tell me the alphabet backwards.
And it's just like.
No, we're gonna take it out of the station. Why is that? Why is that a measure of something they wanted you to like to do it backwards, drunk? You can't do that fucking sober.
I can't even do it forwards.
ABC, and then I'm out.
All right. Is there?
Oh, no.
Were there like computers or something in here? I know there was a reason
like,
we opened the door.
monitors.
Yeah, all around the room, there's these monitors up on like columns, but then right here in the center, you have this dais. There seems to be like some sort of operating station right there, and you also see like a small sealed locker in the base of it.
Since I'm right there, I notice that locker and I try and open it to see what's in it.
I need an engineering check.
Okay, I try, but I don't have engineering, so I'm just kind of like smacking it. Like, how this can't be that hard to open.
And then I come over, Razel comes over and like, no, you gotta hit it harder. And rolls a 20.
Engineering?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kick it as hard as you can, and nothing.
Seb goes, guys,
Rats.
guys. Let me give it a shot.
Let me kick it.
let me try. No, you gotta finesse
he
it,
goes
right?
up to kick the field goal.
Yeah, he lines up to field goal kick it.
Breaks all of his
No.
toes.
No, guys, you have to finesse it, right? You gotta be gentle with it. 25.
25 engineering. Yeah, you're sitting there. You can't get this thing unlocked either, but as you're like examining it, trying to figure out a way in, you notice that there seems to be a touch-sensitive biometric sensor on this locker, and you presume it's probably keyed to the undead creature that you just fought.
Hey, hey rats, can you bring that lady over here? I think we can use her to unlock this locker.
We never got a name for her, did we?
No.
Give her
Okay,
one.
What should we call her?
What do we call her?
Trina.
Uh,
I don't know why the hell that came to mind.
okay, guys, what do we call her?
Trina. Bobette.
Marge.
Stop saying that. Nobody liked
Yeah.
it the first time.
I literally said, "Hey, let's do something different," because it didn't sound good.
I just figured it was because it was something I said.
Marge.
Oh, homie.
Skeleton puns.
Oh, God. I have whatever we're going to name this thing. I tell her to place her hand on the keypad thing.
Okay, yeah, she stumbles over, looks at the lock, and then like cocks her head funny back at the rest of you, and then reaches down very slowly and touches it. And she kind of like fumbles around with it for a minute, and then lines up her hands like just right. You hear the lock open.
Too bad it's a female skeleton. There's some really funny names in here for male skeletons.
Guys,
Is your pun website down?
the pun generator's down.
Damn.
Damn.
Bean.
R.I.P.
Oh, damn. Jerry Speinfeld's good.
She's not a she's not a skeleton though. She's a zombo.
I thought they were like bone troopers, though.
She's not.
Oh.
I think Chris said pale stranger.
Gwen Stefani.
Yeah, she's actually human.
She's
What?
their human
Like she's
man.
undead, but she is
Was
human.
human.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I've read about the pale stranger in one of the Alien archives.
Not
Yeah,
Forsaken.
that's when you.
Shut up.
That's when you sit on your hand and then masturbate. All the blood
It
drains
feels
out of
like
your
it's
hand.
someone.
That's why it's so pale.
It feels like somebody else.
God damn it. Sure there is. Are you okay over there?
Kevin, I need you to look at the last name on this fucking list.
The bone taint. The bone
Oh,
taint.
fuck you, website.
Hey, I got an idea. Chris, does this woman have any identification on her body?
There you go.
Bone taint.
Yeah, she's got like insignias and stuff.
What is the name on her like badges or whatever?
The name that you see is Malakar. Malakar.
Malakar. Well, I hope you like being an honorary member of the Starfinder Society. Malakar.
She just looks up at you. She's about as thrilled to be in the Starfinders as you were.
I get it. Mondays, am I right?
So yeah, the locker opens up, and inside you see there's 2 batteries, 2 high capacity batteries, 2 super capacity batteries, and 1 ultra capacity battery. There's also 90 small arm rounds, 100 long arm and sniper rounds, 60 heavy rounds, and 25 scattergun shells.
I can take almost all of that, so that's all the weapons I use.
And then, of course, she still has gear on her person as well, so you decide what you want to leave with her and what you want to take.
I might take those high capacity batteries. That's what my disruption rifle uses. I know I can take the high capacity batteries if no one else wants them. I don't know if anybody else uses those.
I do.
Well, I
I-
guess I don't need them. I have 9.
I don't need all of them. I think
There's
there
only
were
2.
2 of them. I only need 1. I have an ability where I can drain the charges off of a battery to fuel a spell,
Yeah, that's
but
right.
it's 10 charges per level, so the higher capacity battery I have,
Yeah,
the
so-
better.
The only reason is like the disruption rifle uses 5 charges per shot, so I get like 9 shots per battery.
Didn't he say a super capacity battery?
Yeah, but I can't. The weapon uses high
Two,
capacity.
2 supers and 1 ultra.
Well, you could take the high caps then. I'll just take those.
All right, brother.
Oh yeah.
It was just ammo, you said?
Yep, in the locker.
Let's see here. We don't have any scatter guns.
Yeah.
You do?
That's what my hand cannon uses.
Oh, right.
I can use literally almost everything on here.
Okay. I don't really need ammo, but I got it.
That dropped out of my
I
hand.
don't need anything, but like if I'm running low, which I highly doubt I will, I can ask.
I mean, the only thing I really need is the sniper rounds. I mean, I could take the heavy and the scattergun rounds, but the batteries are what I really cared about.
All right.
So I can do this later.
Yeah. So, can we search around the room some more, or do these other computers do stuff?
She had gear on her body that we didn't go through. And then I never got a chance to examine the guns or any of
Right.
Sounds like something we should
I
do.
assume we'll let her keep the guns, right? Unless they're better than the ones you currently have, I guess. Is it an engineering check, Chris?
Yeah.
I aid.
successfully.
Yes.
Okay. It's 36 engineering. Chris.
36. You just kind of going over everything?
Yeah.
Everything that she has, yeah.
So, Rats, you're kind of looking all over everything. You identify she has an ultra-thin longsword.
Ooh.
She has 4 of these. They're called elite semi-auto pistols. And these things, that's what they are, like, mechanically. But looking at these things, they're these, like, they've got these beefy barrels. They're revolver-shaped. You can tell these things are ancient. Like, they're not ancient, but I can't think of the word. They're just very old. Like, this was probably once very
Are
high
you trying
tech.
to say antique?
Antique,
Chris?
thank you. Antique.
Yeah.
These were probably once top-of-the-line weapons. Now, most people aren't going to be carrying these things unless, that's just nostalgia, or, they can't really afford, like, more high-tech stuff. They might be carrying something like this. She's got 48 rounds of spare ammo for these. It's small arm ammo. And she has 2 frag grenades, level 4. One frag grenade, level 4. And she also has a comm unit, system-wide, and what looks like some sort of emergency security key.
Well, let's definitely take that key. Is there some kind of, emergency security? That's got to instigate some kind of protocols on the ship, right?
Yeah, it's just some sort of key. You don't know if it's going to activate things or if it's just a way to bypass, access the computer system. You're not sure just looking at it.
So you said she had 4 of those pistols?
Yes.
These are nice.
I'll take one.
I have too many weapons as it is already.
Did you say what they resemble? What they are? Like, I'm sorry, I wasn't.
They
I was looking for
are
something else.
elite
Paying attention.
semi-auto pistols. I'll
No, he was looking. For
enlarge
something.
the
I'll give him
image of her
other
again
one.
so you can get a good look at them. We're talking hand cannon here. It looks pretty amazing, but antique,
And you said there were rounds for these in that box, right?
Yes.
About approximately how many?
25
For-
were in the
48.
locker.
I believe that's separate from what she had in the gun already. Yeah, and then she would have 12 rounds loaded in each of the pistols, minus, I believe, 6. I'm in a different file of hers right now.
Those look exactly like something you would find in like Destiny. A hand cannon, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of those shitty ones you find earlier in the game.
Well, no, it looks like I think the current one that looks like that is called the Old Fashioned. It looks exactly like it.
What's the one from Gambit?
Trust.
Kind of looks like Trust.
Yeah.
In a very small way.
All right, so I took one of those pistols,
And I took 2 of those pistols.
and then I guess Raquel, do you want to take one?
No, I'm good.
You can leave her a pistol so she can shoot people.
Right. Yes.
So is that that's still not everything of interest in this room, right? Or is it?
Oh, there's still the security stuff we can crack into, I think.
Okay. Well, let's do that.
And by let's, I mean rats.
Mm-hmm. Let's equals rats.
Yeah, if it's anything to do with computers, I will stay away.
Chris, am I able to crack into this computer?
I try and aid also. I clean off the screen.
So you hop up on this dais. You're looking at it. It doesn't look like it's a standalone computer, but is a keyboard and a terminal designed to access the computer in this security room. So you're just gonna get to work trying to hack into this thing, correct?
Let's go ahead and do a quick engineering check to see if there's any kind of electrical countermeasures that are gonna zap me if I fail.
All right, give me a engineering check.
Okay. That's a 38.
Okay, let me see what you see here. First of all, fairly obvious. You see that there's another touch-sensitive sensor on it. You determine that it's also a biometric lock that presumably is keyed to Malachar.
Okay. Malachar, would you be a dear and lend us a hand?
Takes off her hand and throws it to you.
So she moves over. I don't think she's like a zombie. She's still got a pretty good dex from what I've seen here. So yeah, she just moves over. I guess she's kind of like waking up, coming like more into her ability to move through this magic. And she walks over, looks at rats, looks at the sensor, places her hand right on it, scans it, doesn't unlock it, but it seems like you've cleared some sort of initial hurdle here. So any check that you make, computer's check that you make here, you get a +5 bonus to.
Okay. That's pretty good. I'm going to roll my caramel die. So that's a 34 computers check. Crystal ball.
34 computer check. You do your magic. Is this always like you're just typing in, or do you ever use a device or anything like that when you're hacking into computer systems? Never really thought about it.
I have my spell cache is I think it doubles as a hacker's kit.
You need a hacking kit to get into computers.
Well, you take a penalty if you don't have a hacking kit. That's how it works.
Okay.
I think it's a -5 penalty.
Okay, so you've got this all set up, and there's like an error message, and you see that you failed to access. A message pops up on the screen and says, "Is this a security emergency?" And then it prompts you to enter an emergency security key.
I'm nervous about using that key, but we might have to. I'm just afraid it's going to make this place go on lockdown and make things way difficult. Rats
break all the doors.
Yeah, Rats takes out that key card, like examines it for a second, and then looks down, and then like puts it to the sensor.
Roll a computer's engineering check on that key card.
It's a 38.
Okay, 38. Computers check. Examining this, probably using your hacking kit, you realize that this key is going to give you a bonus as well to your computer's checks, using it to hack into the security console. You also see that this key registers as 1 of 4. So there may be others out there that you could use to bolster your chances to get into the system, but it looks like you can use it standalone.
Okay. Is there like a little thing saying like you have this many chances remaining?
No, you don't see anything like that.
Okay. So I get a +10 from the biometrics. I get a plus what from the card?
+4. You get a +5 from her scanning, and then a +4 from the key.
+4.
So +9.
+9. Okay. Let's go ahead and try and crack this bad boy.
I can try to.
Natural 20.
Oh. What's your total? Is it like the 50s?
It's 52.
Jesus Christ.
52, you say?
Yeah.
Chris, does
Chris,
that
does that pass?
does that pass?
That actually does not pass.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm serious. It actually does not pass.
Do natural 20s not matter on these?
No.
No,
No,
not skill checks.
That sucks.
A
Wow.
52
Wow.
fails. Well, I mean, it is their capital ship. I guess it makes some sense.
We probably have to find all other 3 key cards.
And roll a natural 20.
And roll a natural 20.
Unless, like, if you have them all together, it might be a different bonus.
Yeah, maybe. I think Rats definitely needs to take a 10-minute rest in here before we venture out
Yeah.
to take on any more mini bosses.
Same.
How is everyone doing?
I'm good.
I am 100% now.
You're okay. I thought you said 100% no. I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's,
Oh.
what does that mean?
All right. Does Rats
I'm-
need any healing or?
I could use some healing if you have the spells to spare.
I can.
My God.
Let's see.
Actually, you know what? I have serums.
Okay. I mean, if that'll hold you over for now.
Yeah.
Kevin, do you want to see him?
Okay.
Yeah, Razel, do you need any serums? I got a whole bunch. No. I loaded up on them.
No.
Actually, I think your burp voice worked pretty well for Razel, so just burp all the time when you talk like him.
Okay. I'll do that.
I don't want that. I can't believe a 52 failed.
That's nuts.
I can.
Like, I'd see it being close to failing. Like, oh, like, you just got it. But not like, oh, no, you didn't get it. But I guess I should have thought that with the 4 key cards. Which means there's probably, what, 4 mini-bosses? 3 more mini-bosses we have to fight?
Yeah.
2 of them were in those first 2 rooms.
Each one's in one of those rooms.
So, yeah,
There's
as
no
you,
way we can get in those rooms. The doors are
Doors
broken.
are broken.
they're locked. You guys just go home. So as you're sitting there taking that 10-minute rest, I just want to draw your attention to the screen. You know, do whatever you will, have the conversations that you'll have. But looking at these monitors, you can tell that there are different rooms and sections of the area of the ship that you're in. You can see the hallways. You can see into pretty much any room. So you could use that to help kind of guide where you think you should go next.
Would we?
Yeah.
Would we be able to like see what was in those first 2 rooms, like a live feed?
Yeah, it's keyed in. I mean, you can. This seems to be some sort of main security terminal where you are at. So this is kind of
Oh.
where this would be where you could just observe everything. You know, like the guy sitting at the desk at the front of the hotel watching the security cameras eating the chips. Like this is that room.
Nice. So wait, was that just the security guard?
You could do a perception on her insignia to see, but yeah, you don't know. You didn't get to talk to her much.
Yeah,
Or you can make a mysticism check to find out what she is.
I'll do that. 30.
30. Let's see, I would say that is. I'd say that's sufficient. Okay, I'll read you a little bit out of here. The blurb: Pale strangers are wasted-looking undead that wear dry, dusty garb, usually a uniform or clothing with similar significance. They always carry 1 or more small arms, with many ancient pale strangers favoring the weapons of bygone eras. A pale stranger arises from the corpse of a small arms expert who was killed through betrayal, was slain by a hated enemy, or died while seeking vengeance for an act committed against him or his family. The first act of an arisen pale stranger is to kill the person or entity is responsible for their death.
That's kind of cool.
Wow.
Oh,
Huh.
maybe the admiral killed them.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
That's your-
I'm pointing at my
I
head,
relay
Kevin.
all this. I relay all this information to everyone.
And I'll go ahead and, for flavor's sake, I'll tell you that the ability Stranger Shot, which kind of gave away what she was, they can make ranged attacks without
little bit.
provoking attacks of opportunity, without consuming the ammunition. They can choose to fire bullets dealing piercing, electrical, or laser beams, regardless of the type of small arm used or the type of damage the weapon normally deals. These attacks never count as attacks from archaic weapons. They always target a foe's KAC, even when dealing energy damage. And then they have the ability to do this as a swift action, dealing additional
crazy.
damage, and that shot ignores all concealment and cover, even total cover.
Jesus. That's pretty cool.
I could do, so you could have done that every round?
Yeah, as a swift action, but there's a couple of times I wanted the full attack, so.
So you think she had beef with the Admiral?
Raquel responds, well, from my understanding, I feel like I think they are on a vengeance mission right as soon as they're brought back. So I mean, she may have had some issues with the Admiral, but I don't think that that's specifically who she was after.
Well, it's going to be hard to get that kind of information out of her now.
She's holding an old dusty journal. No, I'm kidding.
Ah. Man, she really
One
likes
of those
retro
video
stuff.
game characters that writes down everything before they
Dear
die.
diary, I'm dead.
Yeah, you're right. That's a weird
She
thing.
must
that
have
video games
died
do.
while writing it.
As a no. Like they got attacked or something as they were writing this.
Well, Malakar? I don't know if he's actually the one you needed revenge on, but I guess we could still kind of help you get that. So, as long as you continue to obey my every command and we survive this, I will release you so that you can rest in peace.
Just like nods. I don't know if
And
she
that
can really
goes for the rest of you, too. You've seen what I can do to a dead body.
I like to see you try.
Okay. He kills you.
I'm free. I don't have to record anymore. I'll see you suckers on the Patreon show.
All right, and then I cast Animate Dead. Now you just have to play a zombie.
Pretty much about the same role play as I'm getting right now. So.
Hey, Rats, is there any way we can look into those first two rooms where the doors were broken?
Yeah, let me bring that up. Clack, 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 clack.
Gosh, you're being
You
so
just say
loud.
that.
Keyboards.
So you're going to the first broken door, and inside the first broken door, you see like a split screen comes up and divides into four because there's 4 cameras in this room, each in the corner. So you get a pretty good look, and you see that ceilings, walls, and floor of this room are covered in heavy armored plates. There's lots of scratches, burn marks. You see that there are some plates that seem to be newer than others, and like they're just bolted right over top of old damaged plates. You see twisted pieces of junk. They're just piled up in all the corners of the room. And you see like several pipes like running through the room and just going up into the ceiling. And you see a lot of valves like every few feet.
A lot of valves?
Yeah, valves on these pipes. Roll a
Okay.
perception check for me.
It's a 28.
28. Okay, you think that you see some sort of like movement near one of these piles. You see like this hunk of goo like slide back in, and you see like a little bit of subtle movement of the junk.
So is it fair for us to assume that the mini, like these little mini bosses that we need the key cards for, that they would be in this like corridor? I know we got another hallway we have to examine, but
In the other corridors? Like just out in the hallways? Or the other rooms you're saying?
yeah, in the other rooms.
Yeah, you would presume that they're somewhere here in this area. It seems like everything security-wise is tied to this area.
I feel like, and this is kind of metagamey, but I feel like we haven't attempted to get into like the majority of the ship yet, and that we need all of those card keys to open the doors into like the next section of the ship.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it
Sounds-
was significant that Chris mentioned it's 1 out of 4.
Well, and then the metagamey aspect of it is that the map on Roll20, these doors at the bottom of the map are like at the edge of the play space, which leads me to believe that there would be another map after this.
Wow, metagaming? What are you doing?
I'm trying to make sense of things. Okay, so that was one of the rooms, right, Chris?
Yes.
What's in door number 2?
Door number two. Looking into this room, again, you got a pretty good angle on everything. You see a metal podium in the center of this room, much like the one that you're standing on in your room. You see a figure standing there. Seems to be clacking away at the keyboard, lost in thought. This figure, and we'll go ahead and enlarge on the screen for you.
Whoa.
Oh, it's her brother.
He looks like some sort of like blue-skinned elven character. White hair, white eyes, wearing some sort of uniform. Intently working, focused on whatever they're doing. You see also surrounded all around this room padded vertical beds. There's straps, restraints filling the room. Most of them are covered with stains, and there's small tears in the padding. Each bed sits beneath like a bright spotlight shining down on them from the ceiling. And there are 4 large vents visible like near the tops of the ceiling.
Do you think maybe if we got into one of the other rooms, we could ride those vents over and surprise this dude?
That's a thought.
That's a thought, for sure. What do we see in some of these other rooms, Chris? I think this is going to make our decision on who we tackle next.
Okay, so the room...
I think there's a door directly across the hallway from us.
Okay, this room, it's very dark. You have a hard time making out a lot of detail, but you do see that there seems to be computer terminals lining every wall. You see a few lit buttons, and there's some displays like computer monitors shining through computer screens. There seems to be like silhouettes of like cables running across the desks. There's digital readout displays on every wall. There's a dozen chairs, and there's just data, tons of data streaming across every screen. In each of the chairs, you see another cybernetic zombie, just wired up like the ones that you saw in that first room. And they all seem to be like blankly staring. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up an image that I have for you here so you can see it.
Oh, there's rats.
Creepy.
That is super creepy.
It's like hardwired into like their brains.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I guess I can go ahead and give you the names of these rooms too. So this room is a sensor suite. Seems like where they would process all of the data that the ship is bringing in from the sensors. The first one that we looked at looks like it's part of a repair system. It's actually noted on the screen as a slime patch repair system. How it works, you're not entirely sure, but you know it's part of an automated repair system for the ship. The
I know what
The other room is noted as a suffocation chamber. It looks like most of the time it has no atmosphere, but this one actually can pump in various sorts of atmospheres.
That's the second room that we looked into?
Yeah, with the guy standing in there.
The one with the dude?
Yeah, and so you would
Yeah.
assume that there's large vents are how it pumps in atmosphere.
Ah.
We don't want to go in those vents.
We have life bubble. So we have
right.
we have a comfortable atmosphere no matter where we are.
You're right. You're right.
So there's that one. You want me to just make my way around so you can see what's in the other rooms?
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever's easiest for you, Chris. I was interested in these double doors at the far end of this intersection that we saw crossing in.
Oh, the one that you were metagaming about?
No, not
Oh.
those. I was metagaming about this one.
Gotcha. Okay, the double doors. Okay, so that would be the next one that I will go to. That looks like it's some sort of...
Whoa, somebody
that
wanted
looks
to-
like the brig. You see that this room, unlike the rest of the ship, is brighter. There's just blinding white light flooding down from the entire area. There's a series of 4 barred cells running the length of the aft wall, each of them with a barred door with a keypad lock. There's some sort of desk right inside the door. Looks like a security station, maybe where the guard would sit. There's a small computer terminal, and there looks like to be some sort of metal cabinet hanging on the wall. I'll go ahead and reveal these to you as well so you can see a little better. The final room. You see the floors of the chamber covered in gravel. Seems to stretch from wall to wall. There's small hills heaped in every different direction. Shallow hollows. The floors seem to be burned and covered in small dents. and large sections are slightly discolored in what appear to be spray patterns, but they seem to be pretty heavy duty. It's thick with dust, and there seems to be a metal cabinet right inside the door.
Man, I do not like the look of a lot of these rooms.
Yeah, they don't look like fun.
Every now and then you see the sand like shifting back and forth on its own. Looks like something's crawling through it.
Gross. I don't want to go in there.
No. Yeah, I don't like that.
You know for a fact there's going to be one of those key cards in there.
Yeah.
100%.
He's right. There's gonna be one in there.
Oh, no.
I know. We could send rats in invisible and flying. Would that work?
Yeah, I mean, give me an intelligence check, rats.
And natural 20.
There you go.
That's a 26.
Okay.
Hot
Gathering what
damn.
you know about these key cards, the security station that you're at. I mean, you feel like, I know it's crazy with a natural 20, but you feel like you were pretty darn close with that. So you don't think that you necessarily need all of these in order to get into it. You certainly have better luck with all 4, but you know it might be possible to do it, without getting all 4. Or the remaining 3, I should say.
We could go grab 1 or 2 and then take 20.
Yeah, but there might be a fail state for this.
Oh, you're right.
What, you think they thought of everything?
Yes.
In which case, we
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to take 20.
Is this like an adventure path
Correct.
that they spent lots of time writing?
I don't know. I
No.
bet they weren't expecting us to
No.
command undead
They-
and skip a whole
they
bunch of
didn't
the
spend-
earlier book too.
They didn't spend a lot of time on it until this book.
They're like, oh shit.
I'm sorry if someone is listening from
I know.
Paizo. It's not you.
It's us.
It's Kevin.
It's me.
It's all Kevin's fault.
I wrote it. It was me the whole time.
You bastard.
Okay.
I am flummoxed.
Hi, Flummoxed.
I think the elf behind the broken door is our first
That's what I was thinking.
thing we go for.
All right, let's do it.
Didn't she say there was a? Did someone take that grenade? What was that grenade?
It.
Did you write it down, Chris?
Level 4 frag
Yeah,
grenade.
Ryan's got it.
Holy shit!
I got you, fam. Don't worry about it. What?
Free. 6d6.
36 damage.
So, Chris, there's no way I can unlock these doors from this terminal, right? Or I guess I need all of the key cards to unlock to get into this system. So
That is true.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
you
I
haven't
wouldn't
in the
be able
system
to-
yet.
Kevin, I totally just saw that ghost orb go past me.
I totally saw it too. I saw it go from on my screen. It's right to left.
Yeah.
That was fucking weird.
Wait, is that in Alex's room?
Yeah.
There's a ghost orb?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm home alone tonight.
No, you're not.
Oh, thank
Not
you.
anymore. What kind of ghost is it, Alex? Is it an Oni? I don't know which ones have
It's
ghost
an
whips. I
Audi.
don't know them well enough.
Oh, gosh, Des.
Kick her from the call. Kick her from the call. Get her out of here. Don't do that. I have to resync it.
I was holding on to her
I know. I
thing.
saw it.
All right, so what's the plan?
I guess I'm
What's
going to
the
have
plan?
to do some engineering work to fix this door so that I can unlock it.
Uh-huh.
It's our best bet to get in there.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Nah, you guys should probably just stand back and not look at what I'm doing for a while.
Okay. Seb's gonna like
Do you
keep watch, make sure no one's gonna sneak up on us.
also would he hear you messing with it?
Though there's not
I
a
assume he
Sound
would.
is muffled.
I mean, it definitely
It's still
depends on
vibration.
there could be atmosphere in there depending on.
Yeah, he might have atmosphere in there right now.
I'm gonna have Malakar stand in front of the door, so when the doors open, he sees this person that he knows.
Real quick, could I try to give rats and this Malakar, is that it?
Yeah. Yeah.
that telepathic bond, so maybe rats can be controlling her without it being out loud.
It says up to 6 people.
Yeah, I know.
So you can just,
but it's at will.
just do it to everyone.
But we can't control her.
No, I mean, like, you can have everyone be able to talk to each other
Without having
to talk.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do that then, since it's a new thing.
No, Raquel, please,
Okay.
please don't. I've had enough people in my head.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I should have known that was going to be triggering. All right. If you think
It's
you're,
this trigger, Raquel.
if you think you'll be fine.
I've known a lot of telepaths, and I do not like hearing voices in my head that are not my own.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
you've you've known an amazing amount of telepaths. It's got to be so jarring.
Like, can't you guys just stay in your own fucking heads? Jeez. He says all this while he's working on the door.
Don't forget, you can also do a computer check here as well.
Oh, okay.
Can I say one thing? Is
You just did.
Is when he unlocks it, does it open, or is there gonna unlock and then
Unlock
it open?
and then an open.
Okay, I want to say that after he unlocks and right before he opens, I'm gonna activate my shield. I'm not using that standard action.
Smart.
15.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my gun at the ready as well.
Chris, I got a 38. That's a 15 on a die.
38. You fixed it.
Rat's just into the comms. He's like, well, nothing a little elbow grease couldn't have fixed, I guess.
Looks like you're a better mechanic than anybody on the ship.
Good job, rats.
Hopefully we don't come across any more broken doors.
Raquel
That'd be a
moves to the
shame.
side, so she's not like right there. Also,
So you're activating your thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I press the button to open the door.
The door slides open. We'll see you next week.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna do it. That's why I pointed. I was like, I'm waiting for him to see you next week. You don't surprise me anymore, Chris. You're becoming too predictable.
We gotta spice up our relationship.
Oh no. One of you should wear a costume to the next recording.
Make sure to check out our website at adventureawaitspod.com. There you can find links to our Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date when we release new episodes. And a big thanks to Sirenscape for providing music and sound effects. Check them out at sirenscape.com, where you can revolutionize your tabletop gaming experience.
hey everyone, it's Des here with a quick thank you and shout out to our fantastic patrons. Thanks to Adam Wendell, Ultrawave7, Cody Rutherford, iPosk, Josh Gamble, Mary Geislink, and Renus Tora. You all are, as they once said, the bomb diggity. Your support is one of the things that keeps us going, and we cannot thank you enough. If you would like to hear your name mentioned at the end of an episode, head over to patreon.com/adventureawaitspodcast. Also, if you want to connect with us via any of the social medias, check out where to find us on our website, adventureawaitspod.com. Well, that's it for me, folks, so I will see you next week.